Good morning from sunny Florida today. Friday. Happy Friday to all of you. Today's review is about the Goodyear Sport all-season tire, which is actually the first time I am getting a all-season tire on my Audi, which makes it interesting because down in Florida, we usually opt for summer tires or like ultra performance tires. I know, I guess from Georgia up to Maine or other parts of the country, that's no big deal to you guys because, you have to get all-season tires, which makes sense. But for us down here, we try to usually get those summer tires, especially out of your performance vehicles like the BMWs, the Audis, the Corvettes, GTR, so on, Porsches, so on and so forth. So, because we're coming up to rainy season, or as the media likes to call it, hurricane season is around the corner, I decided to, try to get a good all-season tire, because we do get, for an hour, it'll, pour, and then, it'll just disappear for us down here. So you'll get, an hour of a monsoon, and then it'll just disappear, and the sun will come back. But during that time, it's like a flash flooding type of situation. So hydroplaning and stuff like that are actually a big issue. And me being married, I want to make sure my wife's taken care of, so I kind of pay more attention. The worst thing I hear when I go to a shop is someone coming up to the register and telling the clerk, hey, just give me whatever is cheap. I cringe when I hear that because it's like, you guys, we all spend our money on a vehicle, and putting on a cheap set of tires is a no-win situation for everybody. And the worst thing is, you're just basically saying, hey, you're just tossing your money in the toilet because they may say those tires are good for 40,000 or 50,000 miles, and those cheap tires never last beyond 10,000. They start falling apart. I know, I have done it. I admit I have done it. Some desperate times I had to get a prime well or something like that, and Tires Plus, and that was a terrible mistake. So it's worthwhile to get a good tire. I'm not saying spend $1 gazillion or whatever, but do the research. Look up stuff. You got TireRack.com with the reviews and stuff. In this day and age of internet, everyone looks for reviews and stuff. So apply that same notion to getting tires, and you'll get a good deal. You don't have to spend a lot of money, but you can get a good quality tire at a reasonable price. So in this case, we're talking about the wow, that was pretty cool. An osprey just flew over my car. We're talking about the Eagle Sports. Now, again, like I said, I always tend to get the ultra performance summer tires on the Audi, and I opted for this one, and I am actually blown away. The grip is phenomenal on these tires. It's great in the turns. It's also very quiet. If you can hear the cabin, let me shut up for a second. There's no tire noise whatsoever. So it's a very quiet tire. The ride is phenomenal too. That's the big difference of switching over from the summer to this all season, is it feels like I'm a little bit more cushiony. And again, the grip and the turns is phenomenal. The only bad thing I've noticed is when I've gone over 100 miles an hour, I could feel the difference there. Not that I'm going to be going 100 all the time, but I think that's where all-season tires are lacking. Now, I really haven't tested in wet weather yet. We're supposed to get rain today, so I might edit that in later on, but I am blown away with how comfortable, quiet, and the grip on these all-seasons. And I've seen Goodyear post videos on they actually used an Audi in their videos, but of course, how, a manufacturer's going to post negative stuff about their product, so you kind of have to watch that with a grain of, a little bit of salt. So, but it's pretty much true to form. Like everything they talked about. There's a Continental all season that I also saw was rated very highly. So I'm going to, maybe I'll put those on my wife's car. But if you're in the market for getting a good, like, you want the best of both worlds. Like, you want a high performance tire with all season capabilities. I think the Eagle Sport is, pretty darn well near the top of that list. And I've gone through, Toyos, Yokohamas, so many tires before, and I'm really, really, really impressed with these tires. And I give them, 4 out of 5 stars. So if you're in the market, look up Eagle Sports all-season tires. Check out the reviews. Be a educated, informed shopper, and happy motoring. Now I have to go to work.